Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Senate chamber this morning. It's Tuesday, October 24th, 2023. It's exactly 10:41 in the morning, and this is our second regular session, 2023. Before we call the roll this morning, may I please ask all the members to put your phone on silent mode and also to stand for a moment of prayer. Thank you, Senator Paul. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Babalta, Senator Cruz,
Here.
Madam President,
Here.
Senator Hofschneider,
Gagi.
Senator King Neighbors, Senator Magofnia, Senator Manglotnya Donald,
Present.
Senator Manglotnya Paul,
Here.
Senator Mendola.
Here.
Madam President, 6 members are present, 3 are absent.
With 6 members present, 3 are absent. We have established the numbers to have a quorum to proceed with the business this morning. And let the record reflect that Senators Babauta Selena, Senator Magofnia Corina, and Senator Carl Neighbors is hereby excused from today's session. Moving on to item B on the agenda under public comment. We are now open for anybody to make a comment on the agenda items this morning. And please state your name and the entity you are representing. And if you have any documentation that you could hand over to the Sergeant at Arms this morning, please do so that we could make that the official record of this morning's session. Thank you very much.
Good morning, President De Leon Guerrero, senators, and staff. My name is Dr. Ann Earhart. I'm a clinical psychologist in the private sector, and I have lived and worked in the CNMI for 27 years. I'm here representing my colleagues, Dr. Adrian Bren, Dr. Janet McCullough, Dr. Jennifer Maratita, and Dr. Amanda Borja Hughes in support of House Bill 2347, Senate Draft 1, to establish parity and coverage in payments for mental health and behavioral health services delivered through telehealth and in person. We would like to express our appreciation to Chair Manglotnya and the members of the Senate Health, Education, and Welfare Committee for their careful consideration and unanimous support of this bill. On this day last year, the CNMI enacted SIPACT, the Psychology Interjurisdictional Compact. Joining SIPACT opened the door to greater access to mental health services via telehealth for the CNMI. The parity bill that you are considering today will make that open door meaningful by making sure that telehealth services will be included in insurance plans and paid at the same rate as in-person services. This bill, if passed, will be the CNMI's first telehealth law. It was developed with input from CHCC, CGC, the Insurance Commissioner, the Healthcare Professions Licensing Board, the Medicaid Office, and Legal Counsel. As your information on this bill shows, it has received universal support from a variety of public and private agencies, including an insurance company. In addition, it was passed unanimously by the House and unanimously adopted by the Senate Committee on Health, Education, and Welfare. We hope to have your support as well in ensuring that mental health services via telehealth are accessible and affordable in the CNMI. As always, we are at your service to answer any questions you may have as you consider this very important mental health legislation. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Anybody else? We are still open for public comments. Please state your name and the entity you're representing. Thank you.
Good morning, Madam Chair. My name is Oscar Mbabauta, and I came as a representative of the administration as a special assistant for the administration this morning. And just to throw some humility here, this is the first session of this Senate that struck me right on my face, wherein I see the only female in this chamber. I'm not too accustomed to that in the previous session, Madam Chair, but anyway, congratulations for all the male guards that are here in the chamber this morning. Good morning, Madam Chair and members of this esteemed body. I appear on behalf of Governor Palacios and Lieutenant Governor Apateng to express our deepest, sincere gratitude to you for calling the session to uh, confirm the administration's nominees of Mr. Juzu, Ms. Kiosi, and Mr. Mesgun for the Board of Directors for the Commonwealth Ports Authority, as it appears on today's order of business. Wish to express also our gratitude to Chairwoman Selena Babauta and our esteemed members for conducting the public hearing and swiftly preparing the committee report for the full Senate section. I thank each and every one of you for the continued support and assistance rendered to the administration this morning. That being said, the governor stands ready this afternoon at 1 p.m. to swear in two members, and I apologize for the absences of nominee Joe Azuzu, as he is currently off island abroad. And as I understand from his private office, he'll be arriving this week, hopefully towards the weekend, and we will set up a schedule for him to officially take his oath of office. So once again, on behalf of our people in the Commonwealth, primarily Tinian, Rora, and Saipan, we thank you for your good spirit of support. And we continue to look forward to working with you and the other members of this body, and including the other house of the legislature. Thank you so much, and buenos dias, Madam President and member ni Senador. Sismasi.
Sizosmasi, Mr. Babauta. Anybody else for public comments? Thank you. Please state your name and the entity you are representing.
Good morning. Good morning, Madam President. Reina Saris with the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation's Community Guidance Center. I offer my written comments, which I provided at the Health Committee meeting, and I want to acknowledge the committee members. Thank you for your unanimous support and passage. I am here simply to reiterate the community guidance highlighting of the need for this access of care, behavioral health care. And if you will, I will just continue to promote that behavioral health, which is mental health and substance use disorder, is encompassed in health when we talk about health. And so this is yet another opportunity and option for our people when they are engaged with behavioral health needs to access care as soon as possible. We want them to be able to have the access to care, whether it's through telehealth or in-person platforms. And so this bill definitely will promote the mission that the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation has to provide comprehensive, affordable, and accessible healthcare. So I appreciate your support of this bill and know that it will benefit our community members most in need. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your comment. Anybody else? We are still open for public comments. Thank you. Please state your name and the entity you are representing.
Buenas Janopode, Inonus Yuse Pangilinan Kyoshi. Madam Chair and members of this August body, no malago na para ba yung pinananaw na yung dongklong na si Mosi at Kaddi, Gobernota as Arno Palacios, then Lieutenant Governor as Dave Papatang, then ni Lokwi Chair EAGI, si Selena Babauta, then na committee. Hagoloki Madam Chair, dongklong na si Mosi, then Estina no Senate no body gini na ugan ni para in conducta confirmation hearing uno na board member gini tinian no CSM Dolores pagninak Yoshi gagi jo gini na para bayo sapota isa na nomination dan para bayo faisin amzo ni senador pagonogan na por favor no ini who support dan no ilekko na siyempre Hatsuli hafa zonya no experiensya gi militat za apply gini gi hafa necesita ni parau. Dirihi mo na izota CPA board stataliya na guasya no gini no na news ni man ma songan huzong. Zalokin na para bayo faisini i board members ni si board member to be Mesngon, board member to be Azuzo na para bayo faisini lokis na August body na por favor na loki ni idonyan no confirmation no hearing luta mas no man man de si pago za klaro sa muzong ni Vice Chairman ng Tilati si Senator Manglonya no dono za mamamaisin na por favor atendi luta mga lokiman malefan ni atin yan dan saipan si Jesus Mose.
Jesus Masi, Mr. Koshi. Anybody else? We are still open for public comments. None? Thank you very much. We are officially closing this section of the agenda this morning. Before we proceed to item C, for the viewing public, we are live on cable TV channel 23 and also live on the CNMI Legislature's YouTube channel, which we will be shared on the CNMI Legislature's Facebook page. And assisting us this morning for this session is our Senate Legal Counsel Antoinette Villagomez, our Senate Clerk Dolores Bermudez, our Senate Legislative Assistant Jolene Duenas Tagabuel, our IT Manager Jonathan Diaz, Sergeant at Arms Mr. Pedro Tawai, and Brendan Manglonia. Thank you very much. And now we move on to item C of the agenda. I now recognize the floor leader, Acting Floor Leader, Senator Donald Manglonia.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the adoption of Senate Journal 23-17, first day, ninth special session.
There's a motion to adopt Senate Journal 23-17 and has been seconded. Any comments from the members? None? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays? Senate Journal 23-17 is hereby adopted by the Senate body. Floor Leader.
I move for the adoption of Senate Journal 23-18, fourth day, second regular session.
There's a motion to adopt Senate Journal 23-18 and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? None? All those in favor say aye. Nays? Senate Journal 23-18 is hereby adopted by the Senate body. Moving on to item D, messages from the governor. Clerk?
Madam President, we have 17 on our agenda, 23, 158 to 174.
Any comments from the members? None? Item E, communications from the judiciary. There is none. Item F, communications from the heads of executive departments. Clerk?
We have 5, Madam President, 23, 18 to 22.
Any comments from the members? None? Item G, communications from the House Clerk.
We have 9 on our agenda, 23, 64 to 72.
Comments from the members? None? Item H, communications from the Senate.
We have 29 on our agenda, 23 to 65 to 293.
Any comments from the members? None? Item I, communications from the Washington delegate. There is none. Item J, unfinished business. There is none. If there's no objections from the members this morning, I'd like to move on to item M of the agenda, which is reports of standing committees. I will now recognize the floor leader to start on item 5, 6, and 7 for the confirmation of the nominees. Floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 23-52 from the Health, Education, and Welfare Committee reporting on House Bill number 23-47 to establish parity in coverage and payments for mental health services delivered through telehealth and in person. The committee My mistake, I withdraw that motion and I move to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-56 from the Executive Appointments and Government Investigations, reporting on the executive appointment of Mr. Jose C. Azuzu to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Ports Authority Board of Directors, representing the 3rd Senatorial District.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 2356, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? I recognize Senator Donald Manglonia.
Thank you, Madam President. On behalf of the Chair, the EAGI Committee recommends adoption of Committee Report number 2356 to confirm Mr. Jose C. Azuzu to serve as the next Director of the CPA Board, representing the 3rd Senatorial District of Saipan and the Northern Islands, based on his competence, workforce fitness, and his objective reasoning in resolving issues at the executive level. A graduate of the University of Hawaii, Mr. Azuzu was appointed on September 20th, 2023, and his credentials, experiences, and education were analyzed in a committee meeting held on October 13, 2023 in the Senate chamber. During the hearing, Mr. Azuzu validated his business expertise and views on public policy, both as an employee and employer of a successful restaurant franchise in Saipan and Guam, and his property management corporation. Mr. Azuzu's business acumen and his morality was best demonstrated in his assertion to promote competition, reinvestments in government infrastructure, and more importantly, to foster efficiency in the workplace, to eliminate duplication and wasteful use of public resources. The EAGI committee presumes Mr. Azuzu will bring his expertise as an economist to move the Commonwealth Ports Authority forward. The CPA board needs new or fresh ideas to resolve long-standing problems, which has led to the exorbitantly unaffordable cost of living in our Commonwealth. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Donald Maglonia. Any other comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Haseneider,
Yes.
Senator Maglonia Donald,
Yes.
Senator Maglonia Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mindiola,
Yes.
Madam President.
Yes.
Madam President, all 6 members voting yes.
With all 6 members voting yes, Standing Committee Report number 2356 is hereby adopted by the Senate body and also confirms Mr. Osei C. Azuzu to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Ports Authority Board of Directors representing the 3rd Senatorial District. Floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 23-57 from the Executive Appointments and Government Investigations, reporting on the executive appointment of Ms. Dolores B. Kiyoshi to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Ports Authority Board of Directors, representing the 2nd Senatorial District.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-57. It has been seconded. Any comments from the members? Recognize Senator Donald Maglonia.
Thank you, Madam President. On behalf of the Chair, the Committee Report 2357, reporting on the nomination of retired CSM Dolores Pangilinan Kiyoshi to serve as a Director of the Commonwealth Ports Authority Board, representing the 2nd Senatorial District, the island of Tinian. The credentials, vast leadership experience, and education, as well as professional conduct of the nominee, was scrutinized in a committee meeting held on October 13, 2023. A graduate of Central Texas College in Killeen, Texas, and a proud daughter of the Marianas with exceptional leadership and organizational skill set, Ms. Kiyoshi is not one to quit when the going gets tough. She is trained and disciplined to find solutions and nothing less. She is a patriot, having served our great nation and Commonwealth for 30 years in the Medical Corps Group and achieving the highest enlisted rank in the United States Army is no easy feat and speaks volume as to her character, her mental fitness for any position she is nominated to. Ms. Kiyoshi has set a high bar and surpassed the glass ceiling in a male-dominated workspace. Therefore, the 23rd Standing Committee on EAGI has no doubts that Ms. Kiyoshi will serve the CPA Board with the same respect, duty, loyalty, self-service, integrity, and personal courage as she did in the Army, and thus stands proud to consent to the adoption of Committee Report 2357, confirming CSM retired Dolores B. Kiyoshi as a Director to the Commonwealth Ports Authority Board. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Donald Maglonia. Any other comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Haseneider, Senator Maglonia Donald,
Yes.
Senator Maglonia Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mindiola,
Yes.
Madam President.
Yes.
Madam President, all 6 members voting yes.
With all 6 members voting yes, Standing Committee Report number 23-57 is hereby adopted by the Senate body and also confirms Ms. Dolores B. Kiyoshi to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Ports Authority Board of Directors representing the 2nd Senatorial District. Floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2358 from the Executive Appointments and Government Investigations, reporting on the executive appointment of Mr. Steve K. Meskin to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Ports Authority Board of Directors representing the 1st Senatorial District.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-58, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? Recognize Senator Donald Maglonia.
Thank you, Madam President. Again, on behalf of the chair, as to Committee Report 2358, reporting on the appointment of Mr. Steve King Meskin to serve as Director of the Commonwealth Ports Authority Board representing the First Senatorial District. The nominee's credentials were examined in a committee hearing on October 13th, 2023. Mr. Meskin was appointed on September 20th by Governor Palacios. His experience in the many years he served in the legislature would balance his duty as a board member and affords him the necessary familiarity to recommend legislative modifications to policies affecting all ports in the CNMI. The EAGI committee recommends the adoption of Committee Report 2358 to confirm Mr. Steve King Meskin to serve as a member of the CPA Board of Directors. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Donald Maglonia. Any other comments from the members? None. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Schneider,
Good.
Senator Magnolia Donald,
Yes.
Senator Magnolia Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mendola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 6 members voting yes.
With all 6 members voting yes, Standing Committee Report number 23-58 is hereby adopted by the Senate body and also confirms Mr. Steve K. Meskin to serve as a member of the Commonwealth Ports Authority Board of Directors representing the First Senatorial District. And before we take a short recess, I also want to recognize our journal clerk, Chanel Cabrera. She's the lady responsible for all the sessions journals. My apologies. We also recognize you. Thank you so much for your help. Short recess, please. We are back from a short recess, and we shall continue on item N for the remaining items on the agenda. Recognize floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2352 from the Health, Education, and Welfare Committee reporting on House Bill number 2347 to establish parity in coverage and payments for mental health services delivered through telehealth and in person. The committee recommends passage in the form of Senate Draft 1.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-52. Any second? Second. Any discussions from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. With all 6 members voting yes, Standing Committee Report number 23-52 is hereby adopted by the Senate body and also passes House Bill 23-47 in the form of SD1. Thank you. Floor leader.
Next up, we have, I move for the adoption.
Madam Chair, just a point of information. So we
Recognize
actually passed-
Senator Paul Manglonia.
So we actually passed the bill, right? We don't have to go to the bill calendar.
We will go to the bill calendar. I'm
Oh, okay.
sorry.
I just
Yes.
wanted to.
Thank you.
thank
We will get there.
Um,
Recognize floor leader.
Thank you. I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2353 from the Judiciary, Government, and Law Committee reporting on House Bill 2313 to amend the Crimes and Criminal Procedure Code definitions of dangerous weapon and serious bodily injury. The committee recommends to be filed.
There's a motion to pass Standing Committee Report number 23-53, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Hofschneider, Senator Manglonia Donald,
Yes.
Senator Manglonia Paul, Senator Mindiola,
Yes.
Senator Hofschneider, Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 6 members voting yes.
With all 6 members voting yes, Standing Committee Report number 23-53 is hereby adopted by the Senate body. Floor leader.
Next up, I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Report 2354 from the Judiciary, Government, and Law Committee reporting on House Bill number 2324 to provide an affirmative defense against drug possession charges in the case of overdose. The committee recommends passage in its original form.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-54 and has been seconded. Any comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. With all 6 members voting yes, Standing Committee Report number 23-54 hereby adopted by the Senate body. Recognize floor leader.
We have, I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Report number 2355 from the Judiciary, Government, and Law Committee reporting on Senate Bill 2334 to amend the Crimes and Criminal Procedure Code definitions of dangerous weapon and serious bodily injury. The committee recommends passage in the form of Senate Draft 1.
There's a motion to adopt Standing Committee Report number 23-55, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? None? Clerk, please call the roll.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. With all 6 members voting yes, Standing Committee Report number 23-55 is hereby adopted by the Senate body. Now moving on to item K under pre-file abuse initiatives, local abuse and resolutions. Recognize floor leader. You may, floor leader, you may state for items 2, 3, 4. since you are acting floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Introducing Senate Bill 2346, Commonwealth-wide Whistleblower Protection Act of 2023. This was introduced by Senator Karina Magofnia.
You may proceed.
Thank you. Introducing Senate Bill 2347 to amend Title I, Division 2, Part 1, Chapter 14, Subsection 2803 to further refine and clarify land designation processes in the CNMI, building upon the foundational principles of the Public Law 15-2 to ensure a singular and clear purpose for each public land designation under the jurisdiction of the Department of Public Lands and for other purposes. Pre-filed by Senator Karina Magofnia. And lastly, introducing Senate Bill 2348 to enhance fiscal responsibility and transparency in the development and updating of the comprehensive land use plan and for other purposes, pre-filed by Senator Karina Magofnia.
Thank you, floor leader. And now I recognize for item number 5, Senator Dennis C. Mendiola.
Thank you, Madam President. This is a Senate commemorative resolution for MARPAC celebrating their 50th year. They've contributed to the CNMI's economy for the past 50 years and have helped numerous families in employment opportunities and also have helped in contributions, donations, and many other aspects to our CNMI community. So I have introduced a resolution that will commemorate their 50th anniversary. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Senator Mendiola. And for item number 1, I shall recognize myself under Senate Joint Resolution number 23-05 to respectfully request the President of the United States of America and the Governor of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands to convene Covenant Section 902 consultations to discuss, negotiate, and address the challenging immigration and workforce issues, economic crises, military expansion, transportation, and other pertinent critical issues affecting the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, offered by myself, Senator Edith De Leon Guerrero. Moving on to item L, introduction of bills, initiatives, local bills, and resolutions. There is none. Item N, reports of special conference committee. There is none. Item O, resolution calendar. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the adoption of Senate Joint Resolution number 23-04 to recognize and commend the partnership of the Natural Resources Conservation Service and the National Association of Conservation Districts for their unified commitment to conservation and strategic agricultural initiatives.
There's a motion to adopt Senate Joint Resolution number 23-04 and has been seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays. Senate Joint Resolution number 2304 hereby passes the Senate. Floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the adoption of Senate Joint Resolution number 23-05 to respectfully request the President of the United States of America and the Governor of the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands to convene Covenant Section 902 consultations to discuss, negotiate, and address the challenging immigration and workforce issue, economic crisis, military expansion, transportation, and other pertinent critical issues affecting the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands.
There's a motion to pass Senate Joint Resolution number 2305 and has been seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays. Senate Joint Resolution number 2305 hereby passes the Senate.
If I may, point of clarification.
Recognize Senator Jude Hoff-Schneider.
Thank you. I know that we want to adopt this as soon as we can, but I think this is this joint resolution is I think it's very critical and it's commendable for you to raise this issue up as the heading in itself speaks a lot of the issues that we have before us here in the CNMI. And although we do have a representative, non-voting delegate in our Congress, there is a segment in the Constitution and the Covenant 902 that is often put aside, I might say. And we need to convene this more than ever now, since the the issues globally. Everybody knows in this chamber and everybody knows in the CNMI what's going on. And for every time that we try to do here as a representative of the people to stabilize our livelihood here, there's a lot of uh, um, contradicting or hindrance based on our ability to do just that. Um, so I think it's commendable that you've sponsored this, and I call on the members of the House and, of course, the Governor Palacios and Lieutenant Governor Apatang to take heed on this particular ask. Um, Everywhere we go, especially here in the Blue Continent, as what was always dubbed in the APIO, recent APIO, we're always challenged because of the mere fact that we always have to resort to either face with an exorbitant cost of fuel, which translates to exorbitant airfare, which translates to airlines that don't want to invest here because it just doesn't make sense to um, to do business here because it's very expensive. So whether that is a portion of this, I see economic crisis and military expansion, transportation, and you cannot even articulate it more than what you just said. I believe the last 902 that was convened, we succeeded by way of being heard with the significance of our geopolitical um, position. I mean, not position, but geographical location here in the CNMI. Very strategic, and therefore here we are today with all this footprints of our military in the CNMI. But we shouldn't stop there. There's still other elements that we need as leaders, as elected officials in the CNMI. We need to really look at and dig deep if really the immigration that has already been fulfilled in terms of our national security, is this something that we need to continue on? It's a question that we need to bring forth. In addition, the cost of transportation. In addition to that is really look at the way of we conduct business with our tourism industry, the open skies policy, the cabotage law, everything it encompasses to this, Madam President. So I want to say that I think it's timely that we need to bring it forth, and I appreciate that you sponsor this. And I yield back. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Hofschneider, for your comments this morning. Moving on, recognize floor leader on item number 3.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the adoption of Senate Commemorative Resolution number 23-03 to congratulate and commemorate Mariana Pacific Distributors, Inc. for its 50th anniversary of business excellence, dedicated service, and community contributions in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands.
There's a motion to adopt Senate Commemorative Resolution number 23-03, and it has been seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays? Senate Commemorative Resolution number 2303 is hereby adopted by the Senate body. Moving on to item P, bill calendar. I now recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the passage of House Bill 23-47 SD1 to establish parity in coverage and payments for mental health and behavioral health services delivered through telehealth and in person.
There's a motion to pass House Bill number 23-47 in the form of SD1, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Cruz, Senator Hofschneider,
Again.
Senator Manlonia Donald,
Yes.
Senator Manlonia Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mendiola,
Yes.
Madam President.
Yes.
Madam President, all 6 members voting yes.
With all 6 members here present, voting in favor of House Bill number 23-47 in the form of SD1, hereby passes the Senate. Recognize floor leader.
Next, I move for the passage of House Bill number 23-24 to provide an affirmative defense against drug possession charges in the case of overdose.
Good.
There's a motion to pass House Bill number 23-24, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Hofschneider,
Good.
Senator Maloney Donald,
Yes.
Senator Maloney Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mendiola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 6 members voting yes.
With all 6 members voting yes, House Bill number 23-24 hereby passes the Senate. Recognize floor leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Last on the bill calendar, we have, I move for the passage of Senate Bill number 23-34, SD1, to amend the Crimes and Criminal Procedure Code definitions of dangerous weapon and serious bodily injury.
Second.
There's a motion to pass Senate Bill number 23-34 in the form of SD1, and it has been seconded. Any comments from the members? None. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Cruz,
Yes.
Senator Hofschneider,
Good.
Senator Maloney Donald,
Yes.
Senator Maloney Paul,
Yes.
Senator Mendiola,
Yes.
Madam President,
Yes.
Madam President, all 6 members voting yes.
With all 6 members voting yes, Senate Bill number 23-34 in the form of SD1 hereby passes the Senate. Moving on to item Q, petitions, memorials, and miscellaneous communications. Clerk?
We have 9 on our agenda, Madam President, 2368 through 76.
Any comments from the members? None. Item R, announcements. Senators, any announcements? Recognize Senator Paul Manglona.
Yes, there's a public hearing on Thursday by the Committee on PUTC. Members are welcome. Non-members of the committee are welcome to join regarding the CUC Bill 23-29, Thursday, 10 in the morning, I believe.
Thank you,
That's-
Senator
thank you.
Paul. Any other announcements from the senators? None. Moving on to item S, I now recognize the floor leader for the adjournment of the session.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for the adjournment of today's session, subject to your call.
There's a motion to adjourn this session, and it has been seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays? Thank you so much, senators. This session is hereby adjourned.